But the question for this topic, Bull, simple.
Yeah.
It's noon Thursday. We haven't really talked to any Jacksonville yet. That is the Browns' Week 2 opponent. We'll do a much deeper dive into Jacksonville tomorrow. We have Tony Wiggins joining the show in about half an hour to give us a little more insight into the Jacksonville perspective of this Week 2 matchup. But do the Jaguars scare you at all? Is this a team the Browns, they're underdogs against, but is this a team that should scare the Browns? Simple question.
Scare them?
I don't like the word scare. But
Scare, no. But, I mean, when you think of that defensive line and you think of our offensive line and how it played, yes, there's reasons for concern. But there's also, like, that's the strength of their team. And they got that linebacker. I think they get like 200 tackles a year. I can't think of his name.
Foysaid
Olakon. Dude. Yeah, that dude. He get like 200 tackles a year. But anyways, outside of them, not really defensively.
Right.
Like the defensive line is legit and their linebacker's legit. But like I said, their best corner is on IR. And I don't even know who's the other corner. Is it Shaq?
Antonio Johnson and Ronald Darby are their second and third cornerbacks.
Darby's a veteran.
He's been around.
Antonio Johnson's a second-round guy at A&M.
Okay. But here's the thing, guys. I mean, look, in the end, this is not college football where you're playing Miami of Ohio week 1 and there's no chance you're going to lose. I mean, I was going to say the Browns are in no position to take anyone lightly, but nobody is. Even the Chiefs shouldn't take anybody lightly.
Yeah, no.
Man. So the Browns are certainly on the road in no position to be taking anybody lightly. The Jacksonville Jaguars, on paper, look like one of these middle-of-the-road, decent teams. Maybe they make the playoffs. Maybe they don't. They're certainly a competitive team.
They got a bunch of talent on the offensive side of the ball. It hasn't come together yet.
Yeah. That kid looked good last week there.
Brian Thomas from LSU, the rookie. Him, Gabe Davis.
Yeah.
Evan Ingram, Christian Kirk, like that's a solid wide
and their
receiving core.
With Etienne and Bigsby.
Yeah, Bigsby.
It's a nice combo there. They got the talent.
It's there.
Man, you asked me, am I scared? Yeah, I'm scared.
Scared of being 0-2?
I'm scared of the Jaguars, the Cowboys, the Colts, the Ravens. I'm scared
of the Giants.
I'm scared of the Giants. I'm scared of the Baltimore Orioles. I'm scared of the Yankees. I'm scared of Medina, Lakewood, Rocky River, Avon Lake. Listen, right now, anybody, I ain't seen nothing, bro. My expectation levels, I said 4,500, bro. Right now, 225, and one touchdown and one pick will look like a KFC 4-piece dinner. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm going to get some cash.
Yeah, like, didn't that hit different? That's crazy. That original, if you go to some of those old, when they still say Kentucky Fried Chicken in the South, and get you some of that original recipe.
Always original recipe.
Oh, man.
And you know what I always do?
Original recipe.
You know what I always do? I say, just give me the thighs and legs. Thighs and legs, baby.
That's it.
I'm a dark meat man.
See, look, super. Super. As we talk Jaguars, I say, like,
eat
right
the
now,
cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
Tell me when to go.
They should be playing that in the locker room.
I'm sorry. People. There's gonna be
they
some
don't know
people.
what we talking about.
No. Some people in the chat. That's why I can't stand them. Turn the channel up.
Tyvis brought it up that time. That was so
what? Jaguars cat. Eat the cat.
I'm just playing. Don't hate us. Like we like y'all. Look, it's okay.
Some people eat dogs. Some people eat cats.
It's happening. It's happening everywhere right now. It's just as we speak. But look. When you talk about the Jaguars, like they got some nice pieces. They got Walker. They got Josh Allen. They got some pieces that could give you some trouble. And I just don't know really what to expect from the Cleveland Browns. As I watched all 22, there's some things where I just didn't know what they was trying to establish, man. To me, I will give credit. What's his name? Oh boy, I'm having
on the Browns.
Jerome Ford.
Oh,
he really did some good jobs in pass protection, right? But that was about it.
All right.
That was about it. Not running the rock.
Fishing for confidence.
Like I'm trying to be positive.
Let's just call it what it is. It was a terrible performance. Everybody on the team was not great. And if they want to win games, they all have to be better. They have to look each other in the mirror. Yes, everybody should be scared. Everybody's worried. You know what I found though? That Browns cycle thing is really true. You go to the game Sunday, the Browns lose bad. Monday, you're killing them, saying they're the worst team. Tuesday, you get a little bit more positive. By the time you get to Thursday and Friday, it's like, maybe they could.
Everybody picking them to win again.
Maybe they could win this game, and then, blah, blah, blah.
Mike was in the Muni lot. Did you see any of his videos from the Muni lot last week?
I only seen the Donovan Mitchell thing.
Oh, yeah, right. That was good. But Mike was interviewing some fans before the game, and they were all like, the Browns are going to win 44-3. There was a woman who was like, 52-10 or something.
She admitted she was friends with one of the people, or she was dating one of the people I interviewed, and I didn't and she's like, I don't know football. I was like, well, just give me a prediction. It's a prediction.
Yeah, I got you.
So that one I would not take seriously.
44-3.
But most of them were blowouts.
No, I probably asked 36 people.
Yeah.
I could put up 1,000 videos. Every single person picked the Browns. There was not a single, and 9 out of 10, 90% weren't close. It was between 10 and 15 points was the average.
Well, I wonder if you asked them today what they would say.
Yeah, but people will get more positive by the time we get to the weekend. But
17-10, Jags.
You think Jags are going to win?
17-10.
Oof. If the Jags win 17-10, this is going to get ugly next week if the Browns lose this game.
Wait, I don't want to go down that alley yet. Let me ask you a different question.
Yeah.
No. Because seriously, we could go down the whole.
We'll save it.
The Jaguars were up 17-7 on the Dolphins. And Travis Etienne was about to score a touchdown to go up 24-7. He fumbles into the end zone. The very next play, Tua connects to Tyreek Hill on an 80-yard touchdown pass at 17-14. Right. Had that fumble not occurred, and Etienne either just falls down on the 1 yard line, they score.
Jags probably win the game.
Jacksonville most likely wins the game in pretty convincing fashion. They're 1-0, feeling really good entering this matchup. It's a team that needs a win too. Let's just call it. They
they're at
definitely
home.
need a win
They're
too.
in the AFC,
And they started off last year like 9-4. They were one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah.
Like coming into the game against the Browns last year, where they were in that game the entire way.
Remember, Trevor Lawrence got hurt, right?
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence got hurt.
He didn't have a great year last year, but I still think he's a decent quarterback. Not great, but he's a decent quarterback.
He's trying to prove himself this year.
And look, here's the thing I'm alarmed with. And Bull, you said this, and I'm gonna give you a little credit for this, because when it comes to the defense, we have all had a consensus that the defense is going to be top 1, 2, or 3. But let's just be clear. There are times when defenses take a little bit of a step back where they're not top 1, 2. They're good defense. They're maybe 9, 8 ranked defense. But you really can't project defense like that year to year.
It's so hard.
Because you can't project turnovers, you can't project the injuries, and you can't project the cohesiveness. Defenses, and Tyvis, you know this, you ride waves. Like you ride a motion where there's 3 or 4 weeks where can't nobody throw the ball. There's 3 or 4 weeks where you just getting turnovers. Mm-hmm. And then there's sometimes everybody could be playing well, and it's just one person who ain't doing their job and you get gashed.
Yeah. And you missed one big one, the schedule.
Yeah.
Like you're going to play different teams. Last year the Browns were very lucky to not play a ton of elite quarterbacks. Yeah. This year's schedule is filled with like 7 more really good quarterbacks than the Browns faced all of last year. Doesn't mean the Browns defense can't stop them, but it does play into some of the statistics.
And just chemistry is different every year for whatever reason. Again, to the point I always bring up, when your quarterback is the thing, there's more predictability in a quarterback outside of injury. Whereas a defense, like if you look at the last 15, 20 years, the only defense that sustained that really high level was that Seahawks defense. Even that wasn't, eventually it started to break apart. Right. But they did sustain that particularly high level for 3 years, 4 years maybe? Outside of that, are the Steelers usually good defensively? Sure. Are they consistently 1 or 2? No. Same with Baltimore. No, it's almost like usually the team that's the best defense one year is not the next year.
And it's hard.
But Patrick Mahomes is probably the best quarterback every year. I know Lamar Jackson won the MVP, but no,
And it's hard to expect the defense to just by default carry people.
Right, that's true too.
It's hard to say, hey guys, go out there and don't give up no points.
But that's not fair though.
It's not.
It's not fair because how many points did Dallas score in the second half? 6?
No, more than that. Oh, well, they scored more than that because they had the punt return.
But see, that's not on the defense.
Well,
though.
sure, but you asked how many points they scored.
I'm just asking.
Yeah. So the defense really gave up probably, when I look back, 17 points.
The reason I'm so frustrated with the defense is because they went in, they made checks and adjustments. Second half, nothing. They outside of the punt return, 6 points in the second half because I don't count the punt return. 6 points in the second half. If they play like that for 4 quarters, which that's what you knew going into this season, you knew that offense had not got a lot of chemistry. They hadn't had a lot of time together. They got all these new people in there. You knew the first couple of weeks that it was going to be the defense has to play lights out. And when you talk about lack of communication, lack of attention to detail, when you got that stuff going on, that's how can you do that? How can you know? That's like you asked me about the back at Ohio State when we won 59-0.
Yeah,
we knew we had a third string quarterback going in. We knew that we had to keep them from scoring.
But think about
you know going into the game. So you can't. They can't be. We ain't talking. We ain't on the same page.
And it turned out he was good, and you didn't.
True, but that's not the point.
Zero, but
even I could have played quarterback.
No, but the point is, if you go in with that mentality, okay, now it's a bonus that the offense plays.
Exactly.
Fine, but you can't rely on it.
So I don't know why they went in there and was so, and especially the first drive, they, 3 and out, right? Boom, get them off the field.
So, okay, what if it's this? All right.
Yes, you can get tired.
Playing devil's advocate, right? Say, for instance, you the defense. You've been sold.
Wait, what? You've been sold what?
You've been sold that we good at QB now.
I ain't hearing that.
But I'm just saying, if you think about it.
Don't do that.
So no, hold
you
on.
know what? You know what? Words is just words. Actions speak louder than words.
But sometimes you can have wishful thinking, right? You can say, well, look, bro, that was last year. He only played 5-6 games. Some of these dudes is old enough to remember what Myles Garrett. Watch, Myles Garrett played against Deshaun Watson in Houston, and I remember that game when Baker went up there and Deshaun Watson tore them to shreds. It was nasty. If you Myles Garrett, you like,
G.
I remember what this dude used to look like.
You know what, Joe G? Yeah. In the same breath, Zach Jackson sat right here, and he said that offense looks terrible. I went to every training camp practice, Deshaun Watson, and that offense looked terrible.
Know that.
So guess what? You saw recency what it looked like. And you saw that it was terrible. So if you knew that they was terrible against you, why did you think that they was going to be successful against Dallas? So therefore, yes, I should be out there playing lights out because they need time to figure it out. Especially, and then this game is really no excuse because your quarterback just went up there and said it might take a couple weeks to find our identity. So y'all better hold them to a goose egg if y'all want to win this game.
If I'm on the Browns defense, if you're on the Browns defense, does that statement rub you the wrong way?
I play defense. I can't really. I'm not concerned with what they do over there.
There's no excuse for the defense because the defense is exactly the same. Yeah, you brought in a few guys.
They rotational people. The starting 11
your key
is the
guys
same.
are all the same.
Oh, okay, that's a lie. They got a new middle linebacker.
Yeah.
Right, but for the most part, the defense is exactly the same. The coaching staff there's been minimal change to the Browns defense, and so they shouldn't have any growth.
I can't believe you sat there trying to make an excuse for
I just said devil's advocate.
Devil's advocate, my foot.
Look, for the defense?
Yeah.
Oh, well, look, I'm just saying.
They dropped 2 picks in the game.
My thing about the Browns defense is this. You said that they haven't changed much, and which is very true. I'm kind of nervous about that.
That they should have made
because they didn't spend the whole offseason game planning how they're going to do it.
Mike McCarthy, I'm kind of alarmed that Mike McCarthy was carving them up like that.
Yeah, I'm not a big Mike McCarthy
and I'm not
guy.
a big, no one is a big Mike, but like the way he was mixing it up like trail mix on you. Like the trail mix, they had CeeDee Lamb. You can't get Tyvis.
CeeDee Lamb gave all 3 of them.
You cannot give up 40 yards on jet sweeps. The Browns are the only team in the NFL that cannot figure out jet sweeps. And then on top of that, they're the only team in the league that don't have no communication skills good enough to disguise anything.
Why do the corners not talk to each other? You talk about this all the time. Why is that not happening?
It gets me. It really. You want to see me get mad? Like that really bothers me.
Have you ever seen this before?
No, I don't understand.
Have you asked Denzel about this?
No, I haven't because I haven't seen him. But this is the thing. I don't understand how you can assume that guy knows what you know. Like, that's the thing about being in the secondary. You get the call, and you literally have to talk to make sure that they are on the same page. This safety talks to that corner. That safety then talks to that safety. Y'all communicate everything so everybody knows in the back end that we all got the same call.
Who starts the talking? Who's supposed to?
Doesn't matter. It's the safety. It usually is safety because the safety see the whole picture. The corner is in their own thing.
He would start the talking for you guys. No,
Earl Thomas. Earl or Cam. Actually, it's Cam because Cam is in the box.
So take us through it. Well,
all right. So
Cam does
all
what?
right. So let's see. If we playing basic cover 3 and they come out in 2x2 and it's a threat of seams, Cam would say. He would make his strong side call. So he would be to the tight end. So if the tight end's to the right, he'll say, Roger, blah, 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 meaning I'm coming down the right side. Mm-hmm. Then he would look and he would make a seam. He'll talk to the safety. Hey, seam alert. He'll talk to that safety would throw it to the nickel. Seam alert. Seam alert means that since I'm the down safety and it's a threat of 4 verticals, I'm taking this man vertically. So that means that nickel on the other side, he can't take his guy vertically because he needs to buzz out. That safety, Earl, will then be responsible for the other seam on the other side. So we all on the same page as far as the corners go.
He says the one thing, and you guys
seam alert. He say he got to tell the safety. He got to tell Earl seam alert.
Everybody all the information,
and everybody knows everything there.
And that's within cover 3.
That's cover 3, yes.
Is there ever a situation where where Cam Chancellor is going to say something where you go out of cover 3 and change to something else?
Once the people start moving and stuff like that, if it starts moving, so say if that tight end gets up and he goes and now it's 3x1, well the seam alert is off. Now we going buzz and he going the other side. Now that nickel is carrying and that other safety is still leaning towards that way. But I'm free. I'm a buzz player. I'm not carrying nobody anymore. I'm a buzz player. But essentially, I'm like an inside piece to this corner over here, which then tells that corner, all right, cool, he's right there, all right, then I'm going to play this more man-to-man, but I know I got somebody inside.
And when Cam calls out whatever he calls out, what's the thing you said?
It's buzz. It's buzz player.
Okay. Can everybody in the secondary hear it, or do you
it's hand signal.
Okay, I got you.
You know you can't really hear
That's
it.
true, especially in Seattle. Yeah. Okay, good. That's good insight. Go ahead, Mike.
And Tyvis is breaking down the blown communication or coverage bust that happened in the first Dallas touchdown on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show WKYC version tomorrow.
Nice.
For us, so make sure you guys tune into that for Coach Tyvis. We're going to talk a little Guardians